that. So anyways, I'm just going to continue with the program. What is our first topic for today, Covenant?
Oh, yes, police commence third-party vehicle insurance enforcement. The police in Lagos and Edo states have announced the commencement of the enforcement of the mandatory minimum of third-party motor vehicle insurance with effect from February 1st, 2025. This is in compliance with the directive of the Inspector General of Police, IGP Kayode Adeolu Egbetokun. Making this known in a statement, the spokesperson for the Lagos State Police Command, Benjamin Hundeyin, noted that vehicle owners in Lagos State are required to possess a minimum of valid third-party insurance. He advised those without any class of insurance are advised to get insured immediately, while cautioning vehicle owners and operators against non-compliance with these essential regulations. According to Hundeyin, failure to comply with the regulation will result in strict enforcement actions, including fines, penalties, or both. Meanwhile, the Commissioner of Police, Lagos State Command, Olariwaju Ishola, has charged officers on this enforcement exercise to be professional, cautious but firm in their discharge of their duties. He also equally warns that no form of incivility to members of the public would be tolerated by the police.
Okay, now this is talking about the top vehicle insurance enforcement, which is something. In fact, when this thing came out, if you see the way people kept tagging, please be careful.
Yeah.
Road users, drivers, be careful. But what's your thought about this top vehicle
This is not a
insurance?
new exercise. I don't know. Maybe it's a new enforcement. Since I bought my first car 2007, I've always had a third-party insurance. If you don't have the required amount of money you can go directly and insure your car. The Nigerian government made it possible for you to insure your car through a third party, right? Which means the benefits are very minimal for third-party insurance, all right? Are very minimal. If you have your car stolen, you cannot ask for indemnification, right? And again, I wonder why this morning the police were all over Lagos roads, traffic everywhere. On my street, Olani Street, found out that we have like about 3 checkpoints on the same
street,
on the same third-party insurance and the rest of it. And I don't think it should be this difficult to get some of these things done. Lagos State has made life very, very easy for motorists to move. And that's why I still question the presence of VIO on the roads in Lagos State. Lagos State had made it very easy that if you have not renewed your particulars, your roadworthiness, your license, and your, which one again? There is another one. That the moment you drive past those cameras, those CCTV cameras, you'll be picked. And you will pay fine. And I think that should be scarier than police being on the road that can easily be bribed, that can easily be taken and let the guys drive away. So the National Insurance Commission, along with the police, should do something innovative. They should be able to partner with state governments who have some of these technologies in place, e.g. Lagos State, all right? Rather than sending police who's supposed to be on other special duties across Lagos State on the road. They are causing more crisis than they are solving. So I think the approach is wrong, all right? The better way of doing things nowadays, I've always used myself an example. I think in 2022, I ran foul of that, all right? And I was fined 60,000 naira. And when I got to pay, I went to renew my license. They made me pay for that fine before I could renew my license. So it is very easy, seamless, and straightforward. Rather than sending police on the road, those women, those men on the road, perhaps, I don't know whether they've been paid salary this month. If I have 10,000 naira, they will probably let me go. All right. If I have not done my third party insurance, so that has not served the purpose. So I feel it's causing chaos on Lagos Road. There's unusual traffic on Lagos Road this morning caused by the presence of these traffic police officers and at every strategic point. And I think if we must do something at this point, we must do it well. I mean, yes, it's okay. National Insurance Commission must be able to partner with state governments who have some of this technology in place so that at the end of the day, if you run foul of it, the camera picks you, you make, because by the time the police arrest you and find out that it has expired and check. Because the other day I was coming, I forgot my license at home. I forgot my license at home. I have the only one because I've renewed it. I have the old one in the car. All right. And the police stopped me and said, have you renewed? I said, I've renewed, I forgot it. He said, where is your old one? He picked it and went to my car number and checked it. Find out in the system that I have renewed.
Okay, very easy.
All right. So I think the presence of police on the road doesn't make it easy for motorists. And I think at this point, the authority in charge, the police, and because over the weekend I saw that both of them came together, the DG of National Insurance Commission and the IGP, they gave that press conference in Abuja. And I feel there must be a better way of doing some of these things rather than going the old ways. Well, if the old ways works for them, I don't know how much they are going to. Maybe they have stations around. What are the penalties? And I have not seen anyone as I'm coming on that road, anyone that has been picked up by the police or taken to the police stations. I have not seen anyone. But I feel that it's easier for government to make more money going the technological way than going this manual way.
Okay, all right. Well, like you already shared that story before when you talked about that, and like you said, it's not the first time. But you know how we are in Nigeria. If they say there's an enforcement and it's starting, it means that a lot of things will start probably working in that aspect. And of course, they also said that people have to be very careful. Like when they see the police officers doing their job, they have to be careful and please adhere to what the police officers are saying. And if you know you do not want to have problems with the officers, you should do what is right. Anyways, I want us to have Apostle Paul Wandu, please, on the screen because we're not able to introduce him. Let's put a face to the name. Thank you, please. All right. Good afternoon, Apostle. Good to have you.
Thank you very much. God bless you. I am here. God bless the viewers and everyone that is in the studio. I'm happy to be here with you. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very, very much. Okay, so you heard what we've been talking about. We're talking about the police commencing the third-party vehicle enforcement. What's your thought about it after listening to our guest in the studio, Chief Godi? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, actually, sometimes I wonder how some of these policies are coming out because I have not seen anywhere in the world where police can stop vehicle and be asking your insurance. There is a better way to do it, just as he said, a better way in a more developed and more civilized way that you want to, just as Lagos State has done. The other day, I pay a fine of 40,000 for violating the rules. And it's a simple thing to do in a scientific way, but bringing police out to be checking documents, and I don't think it's civilized. I don't think it's wise, being that we're in a corrupt system, and the system is so corrupt that you can be induced with money and you'll be set free. And not only that, the police cannot do it effectively. How many cars will they check in a day? How many roads will they occupy in a day? I don't think it's a wise decision at all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that input. Okay, so let's move over to Comrade. Comrade, can we have Comrade? Comrade, please, can you react to this licensing third-party vehicle insurance actually enforcement by the police? What are your thoughts? Do you think this is just the very normal, and there's something or some other things that the police officers should be focusing on than third-party vehicle insurance? Comrade, please.
first and foremost, I want to slightly disagree with when they mentioned better ways about ending both the vehicle owners and compliance in terms of insurance, and they mentioned Lagos. We are talking of auto reg, that Lagos is an auto reg, but the system that Lagos operates is more or less like a business and capitalist system when it comes to non-compliance or default.
Hello, comrade. Comrade, can you hear me from the studio? Okay, yes, please. I'd rather you put the so we could hear you properly from the studio.
Now,
thank you very much.
What I'm saying in essence, what I'm saying is that I want to have a slight disagreement with the first, the two speakers when they mentioned the issue of Lagos, that Lagos is doing it the right way. Fine, being that is where they are doing it the right way, we know that is when you talk of their auto reg system, of vehicle license and all the rest of it. But the system is a bourgeois and capitalist system, because ordinarily, when you talk of renewal of papers and things like that, maybe some of this amount ranges from between 7,000 to 10,000 naira. But just because my paper fell due, within 24 hours, and I put my vehicle on the road, and you are penalizing me, the minimum penalty you will pay in Lagos is 20,000 for any offense. This is not, it is not good for the citizens, because the business of government is not to make money. It's not to make money, but at least whatever measures they are putting in place, it will only serve, as a correctional measure for motorist users, for motor users and things like that. But instead of using it as a conduit, to generate what is it called? To generate money. This is not good. Even though they have done it, it's a very good system. The operational dynamics of what Lagos State is doing is very, very good. But the fine that has been imposed for those, non-compliance is too outrageous. In our own, in this modern economy, it's not good at all. That is why today some motorists, some people are applying Lagos road without necessarily registering, using Lagos plate number. Somebody will bring his vehicle from somebody is Lagos, but you see them using Abuja, using Kano, using Osun, and this, cameras cannot capture those, those plate numbers because they are not in the auto reg of Lagos. So the people that are vulnerable to this system of Lagos auto reg or whatever is those that have applied for Lagos plate number, and this system is not good at all. We're not saying they have not done well in that regard, but the fine that has been imposed on it is outrageous, is killing, it's not good, it's stiffening, and it's not going to work. Then secondly, when you talk about this third-party insurance, we have to ask ourselves, there are some key points I want us to look into that, one, in respect of the police angle now, I've, debated from the Lagos, area. How will the police enforce vehicle insurance, and what are the penalties for non-compliance? Like I've mentioned, what are the penalties, and how will the police enforce compliance, and what measures will be taken, to ensure accessibility to insurance of all vehicle owners, and how will the government address potential corruption and over-insurance issues? There are a lot of over-insurance issues. Let me tell you today, the third-party insurance, policy is not, is just cosmetics. You cannot tell me you acquire a third-party insurance and eventually your vehicle is involved in an accident, and you call it, maybe, I don't want to mention those insurance company names that are used, by the, the VIS service or whatever. They will not respond to you in due time. You cannot even make any claim. You understand? With due respect, most of the Dangote trucks and Dangote, utility vehicles don't get third-party insurance. They go for real insurance. That is why today, if your vehicle is involved in any accident, the insurance company takes care of it. So all these cosmetics insurance, third-party insurance, I see them as cosmetics. They are not watertight. They are not working for vehicle owners. It's just for you to pay and for the government or the authority to make, money from it. So we should not deceive ourselves. It's not the job of the police, even in the first instance, to start checking for vehicle papers and things like that. It's the job of the road safety and the VIS services and other traffic management authority. Because by the time you go to the VIS officials, they are on the road, they don't need to stop you. As you are coming, they all have a system whereby they just type in your plate number and they will easily identify the papers that are already due on your vehicle. The police don't have that system at all. They don't have, that computerized system. So it's not their duty. It's just a means of corruption and a system whereby police will use it, as a means of exploiting Nigerians. Because the issue of the ECMRU, have been fought, frontally, and they are not, making any headway on that. And now they are coming with insurance and now giving the police the responsibility to start checking vehicle, papers, the insurance of vehicles. It's not good at all. It's just a means of, increasing their act of corruption and all other things. Thank you so very much.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Chief.
I would like to not disagree with Comrade. I would like to just make the comments. What is the essence of punishment? It's a deterrent, right? It is to stop you from running foul of the law.
Yeah.
And if it is made lenient enough, it ceases to become a fine. It ceases to become sanction. It ceases to become punishment, as it were. All right? Now, why that is so is that after paying your fine, you have to go and renew your license.
Yeah.
So if they make it 5,000, I think everybody will say, how much is 5,000? Please, let me just drive through these few minutes. I want to say that the government, like one of my bosses used to say, if you finish all the work, what you to do tomorrow? All right? Now, Lagos State has done exceedingly well in that respect, as far as I'm concerned. And what did that do to me? After being fined in 2022, in 2023, 2024, I have to owe myself and say, I look at the time, this is time I'm going to go and renew my license. I became very conscious of the fact that I don't need to pay that much. Then I will now go and renew my license. Right? Yeah. So I think fine is a way to deter people from committing crime or running foul of the law. And that's why when you are convicted for corrupt acts, murder, manslaughter, stealing, whatever crime it is, you have to do jail. It's not as if you are going to do jail forever. You will still come out to the society. But that must have stayed and become a deterrent to other people and said, if I do what this guy did, so this is what I'm going to face. So comrade, I understand that your life is about fighting for people. But at some point, how do we, how did our parents stop us from keeping bad companies? All right? By now, I learned that they know they will ground you. Your parents will not let you have friends. They will keep in your house, go to school, bring you back, seize your phone. Those are the punishment now. But in my days, you will be caned. You won't eat. You will be deprived of food. So those things, when you have it at the back of your mind, like this is what is going to happen to me, you run away from being a bad child.
Okay, all right. Well, like you said, you don't want to really disagree with with comrade, so it's just like let's balance things up in the middle. Okay. Anyways, comrade said they should stop all this. I don't know what he called it. Something insurance. Let's do the real
third-party insurance. You see, okay.
He's talking about doing the real insurance.
No, the real insurance. How many people have their car on the road? People barely scratch their finger. Some people get a car and have to work extra weeks to get money to do license plates. Do you understand that? So some people, just because of necessity of having a car, they just struggle, save through thrift contributions of it, buy a car and have to work extra days or some months to get money to actually procure a license plate. You should spend almost 50,000 naira. All right?
Yeah.
So because when you want to do an insurance, a full-fledged insurance, you have to have almost the same amount of the car to put down, or you pay gradually. All right, so that when this one gets missing or is stolen or is damaged, it can replace it for you. It's not just third-party insurance that is less than 20,000 naira.
Right.
So the third-party insurance is to ensure that we still have other people. Obviously, companies are not allowed, organizations are not allowed to do third-party insurance. Organizations are not allowed. It's just for individuals. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.